Meet Mia, a 16-year-old girl from California. The sun has already begun to fade as she kneels before a fresh grave, her trembling fingers brushing the soil that now separates her from the only person she ever had, her mother. Mia's mother had fought breast cancer with quiet strength, but now, her fight was over. When the workers came to close the cemetery, Mia refused to leave. Even when they insisted, she turned back again and again, as if each step away tore another piece from her soul. It was a public cemetery, unmarked, nameless. In a few days, even the dirt would be level. Her mother's resting place would vanish like she never existed. That night, Mia sat under the flickering streetlight outside the cemetery gate and whispered, "I don't want to disappear too." Scene 2. The awakening. In that moment, something inside her changed. She realized that if she kept drifting through life, she would vanish just like that grave, unseen, forgotten. She wanted more. She needed more. With the help of a kind neighbor, she found a chance to enroll in a government high school. On her first day, she got lost in the subway, frightened, confused, clutching her backpack. By the time she reached the school, registration was already closed. Most kids would have gone home, but Mia waited outside for hours, shivering, holding her crumpled form. When the principal finally arrived, she ran up to him and begged for 30 seconds of his time. Inside his office, she spoke, softly but firmly. "Sir, I just need one chance. I grew up in chaos. I've lost everything, but I know I can succeed. I just need an opportunity." Her voice cracked. "I don't want to end up like everyone around me, angry, tired, stuck. I know there's a better world out there, and I want to live in it." The principal stared at her, moved by her courage. Finally, he nodded. "You have your chance," he said. But there was one problem. She needed a guardian. Mia hadn't seen her father in years. She found him living in a makeshift shack near an abandoned train station. When he opened the door, neither spoke. No hugs, no anger, just silence and the sound of the wind. After signing the papers, he tried to give her $1, but his pockets were empty. Mia smiled. "It's okay, Dad. Don't worry about me. I've got a job now. I can take care of myself." His eyes filled with guilt. "I'm sorry," he whispered. Hugged her tightly. Before she left, he whispered, "I screwed up, but you can do this. Stay in school." As he walked away, her tears finally fell. When school began, Mia realized she was 2 years behind. She would have to study twice as hard just to catch up. When others went home, she stayed behind, in empty classrooms, surrounded by notebooks and dreams. Her teacher once told her, "Mia, don't push yourself too hard." But she couldn't stop. She studied on buses, taped notes on kitchen walls while washing dishes, and slept in subway cars at night. Each ride was 70 minutes. 4 rides meant 5 hours of sleep. It wasn't much, but it was enough. For the first time, her life had structure, and that structure gave her peace. Months later, the principal announced, "The top 10 students will visit Harvard University." By then, Mia had climbed to the #1 spot. When she walked through Harvard's gates, surrounded by towering red brick buildings and confident students, something inside her stirred. Not envy, but determination. She belonged there, but tuition was a mountain she couldn't climb. Then she found it, the New York Times scholarship. $12,000 a year, for 4 years. Over 3,000 applicants. Only 6 would be chosen. The prompt: write about the most important lesson you've learned and how you overcame your biggest obstacle. For 4 months, she rewrote her essay, every night, every weekend, until her hands cramped and her eyes burned. On her 18th birthday, she hit submit, just minutes before the deadline. To her, it wasn't just an application. It was a thank you letter to herself, to the girl who never gave up. When graduation came, her essay caught the judge's attention. On interview day, she borrowed her sister's old coat, ironed it carefully, and walked into the room with quiet confidence. She spoke about sleeping in subway stations, about hunger, about loss, but with strength, not sorrow. When she finished, one of the judges stood up, walked over, and hugged her. Mia had done it. She graduated top of her class, received the New York Times scholarship. Herself, to the girl who never gave up. From an unmarked graveyard to the world's most prestigious campus, she had made it. When asked by a reporter how she succeeded, she smiled. "How could I not? I've eaten leftovers from garbage bins, slept in freezing subway cars, and fought every single day to rise above the bottom." If you never stop striving for a better life, how can you possibly fail? Her story spread across the world. Donations poured in, over $200,000 to support her education. Today, Mia holds a master's degree and is pursuing a PhD in clinical psychology at Harvard. Her journey stands as proof that even in despair, hope can survive. And from the ashes of pain, a brighter life can rise. Because no matter how dark it gets, you can still choose to rise. And so, from a nameless grave in California to the halls of Harvard, Mia's journey reminds us that the world doesn't define us. We define ourselves. When life tried to bury her, she grew roots. When the world forgot her, she refused to disappear. Pain became her compass. Hope became her wings. And she proved that even in the darkest places, there is always a road for those brave enough to walk it. Because no matter where you begin, your story is still being written, and the next chapter could be extraordinary. Sparkles, thank you for watching. If Mia's story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Polygon Paradox, where powerful stories live and impossible journeys. Begins where you start is never your destiny. It's only your beginning.